confident of you.
Hey, welcome to Tuesday Night D&D with DM Kalsto.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Oh,
We're going to have some fun today. We get to pick on people that looked in places they shouldn't have looked. So, wasting no time, we're going to pick up right where we left off last week as Serena decided to take a look inside Lou's memory of his fortune that he received and did not necessarily like that much. Serena, upon going inside, you actually saw the same room he saw, the mirror he created, and you heard a voice behind you. As you were apparently now to the fun part. What do you want to do?
Turns to face the voice. Did it sound like Lou's voice?
Roll a perception check to look around the room, and then yeah, I'd say it sounds kind of like Lou, maybe a little bit different. You look about, but you do not see anyone.
A bit on edge as she's apparently further in his head than she initially intended. She's going to, I suppose, for thematics, attempt to put up some kind of psychic shielding. Is she able to use her sorcerer's fortitude, or?
Roll an Arcana check. And I also just double check something. If you don't mind, could you roll me Wisdom saving throw, please?
Wisdom saving throw, huh?
Oh,
is it a charm effect?
no, it's hold person.
Oh.
You just feel your body lock up. And you watch one small green source of light kind of appears from the shadows in the room, and a form steps out and starts walking towards you.
Attempts to struggle free from the paralysis, but
Doesn't seem to move as you're still there for 1 whole minute. Well, more or less. As it walks up, it just kind of looks at you. And it's going to sniff you. So let's see the perception. That's not bad. 16. Just kind of, you can see a smile underneath the eye. It's really hard to see the face, though, at this point. That eye kind of draws your attention away. Need to roll a D100. You're shooting for over 50 or under 50?
no, I got under 50.
All right, so as you sit there paralyzed, you watch as she pulls something, or he pulls something out of his pocket, and it begins to like make this light yellowish smoke that just kind of heads in your direction towards your face as you kind of breathe it in.
Is she able to attempt to hold her breath?
Yeah.
All right, well, she'll make the attempt, try and stop from breathing it in.
You can't take much of a deep breath, but you breathe for what you can. Just kind of do your best. Your nose, unfortunately, you can't close and you can't do it, but roll a Constitution check.
Check.
Yeah, I'm going to use these very much. Jeez. Okay. So you just kind of hang on. From across the room, you watch is a large spear. Let's see if it hits him, though. Yeah, that's an 18 plus 8. I'm pretty sure that hits. And it just kind of spears through the center of this individual, and it kind of screams out in pain. And you just watch it kind of evaporate into this smoke-like mist that disappears.
What happens to the yellow smoke?
it kind of dissipates because he goes with the spear. So the source kind of leaves away from your direction. And after the full minute completes, you regain. That's about the same time that he dies anyway. So you regain your movement.
Quick moment to kind of move the stiffness or from her body. She's also going to glance around for the individual who threw the spear.
As you kind of look up, there's a very large individual, maybe like 7'2" or higher. It's kind of hard to tell from down where you are. Hooded, cloaked, wearing what looks like thicker leather armor. And you just hear a kind of brash female voice come out as it points at you. You can't be here. And you watch as the eye lights up with this figure, and you're back with Lou.
Serena's body just kind of like jolts as if she's just snapped out of a trance. Glances up toward Lou. Facial
Told you
expression
it was
is
bad.
definitely one of surprise. Okay, there's a lot to unravel here.
Okay, no, hold up. You only looked at the memory, right?
You pulled me into your head.
No.
Well, whatever you're sharing it with did then.
Great. That's what I was afraid of.
I saw two figures. One rather tall, the other... how tall was the one who turned into smoke?
Exact height of Lou.
The other, your height. And the one impaled the other. I guess they're not on the same side. The tall one then pointed to me and said, I'm not supposed to be here, and seems to have kicked me out of your head.
What?
A rather unique experience for both of us, I assume.
No, just you.
You're used to kicking people out of your head?
No, I didn't experience any of this. You did. I've just been sitting here waiting.
Did they both have the same glowing eye color?
Same color, different eye.
Okay. Which one? Or Lou has his left eye?
Oh, you did in the right.
His was in the
Right
right?
eye.
Okay. The figure that was the same height, was it also right eye?
Yep.
That being said, you and the shorter of the two shared a very similar eye. The taller one had a glowing left eye instead. Their voice, although a bit raspy, did sound feminine.
Okay.
Do you know anything about that glowing eye thing?
Nope.
Well, you were getting your fortune there, your right eye lit up as well. It's the only one open, really. And it stared directly at me.
Great. Why is it always hags?
Hags? You think it's a hag sign?
No, but in my vision, dream, fortune telling thing. How many hags were there? Was it 13 or 12?
So, to your best guess, there was 14 other people in the room, most of which were hags. Probably at least 8 to 10.
Yeah. if you saw the room with the chairs, most of them, when I was there, had hags sitting in them.
Hmm.
I also recognized two of Misfits hags and the one from the carnival, or the woman from the carnival.
Hags of various covens gathered together for one sole purpose. Sounds like something of a fairy tale. A rather dark one, but
Mm-hmm.
whatever's in you is definitely cause for concern. I think that's something we're going to need to get looked at as well.
At this point, you guys hear a pounding on your door. Boom, boom, boom. You guys in there almost done?
Yes.
Come on, it's time to go on the spirit walk.
Party!
Yeah, get it? Like a pub crawl, but a spirit walk. Kind of more like a crawl, but it doesn't have such a good name, so here you go.
I don't know about you, Lou, but I could certainly use a few drinks.
Sure, I'll come along.
And you guys kind of feel the ship begin to lower and slow into almost a docking area.
Mhm.
It's not very big. It looks like maybe it could take a ship, maybe two if they squeeze them in really tight. But you do get there. By the time you do get there, it is kind of the dusk hours, and you do see there's a lot of activities. It appears you've come during some sort of a festival, and there's a lot of other people that are also planning on joining in on your drinking festivity ideas.
Mhm.
So I think I also made someone roll a dice earlier today.
Me too.
Yep.
So as you guys make your way up to the top deck, as everyone's getting ready to
Ooh.
disembark,
Uh-huh.
it appears everybody but the captain and his bodyguard are going to go with you.
Oh, I do say I think I put on a marvelous performance. Um, she'll throw a nod and a wink toward the fortune teller, and I suppose grab her violin and keep the music going as the party rages on, or as the party begins.
I just realized I hit my mic. I have not been talking for probably a little while.
No, you have not.
We
The
heard
last thing we heard
every-
was Captain and Han aren't going.
Okay,
yeah,
damn it.
everyone, including the captain and his bodyguard.
Han isn't going? Oh man.
No. The cupcake man is not going, apparently. So you're going to play as you walk.
I mean, yeah, especially if there's a festival going on, some more music is definitely not going to hurt.
Well, first of all, roll a persuasion check. Does anyone else choose to join in or play an instrument?
What instrument?
Exactly.
Is if it's music related, I'll do that.
All right. So as you begin to play, you watch the two dwarfs kind of smile and look at each other. One pulls out a drum, and one has some sort of like little horn.
Got a band going on.
They don't let Dirge play.
Oh man.
He can play in his heart.
As you do get outside, you do know the only other person that's absent from this is the artificer who is probably working in the ship.
Mhm.
So, as you guys are sitting there playing and walking. Sorry, someone was knocking on my door. So as you guys are going through and walking, more people kind of begin to join you. So, as you get to your first establishment, it looks like this is a place that produces mead. Who all is going to have the flight here?
Who's all going
I'm gonna have whatever people hand me.
All right. Anyone
Serena,
not drinking?
Lou will not be drinking.
I am on medication. I am not drinking.
you're going to try and not drink.
We need you to roll an intelligence saving throw, please, Teston.
Also, is there a musician's discount on drinks, or
That
If you're still playing inside, I'll even tell you what. As you guys come in, I will say that those of you who are playing instruments do not have to pay for the flight, and people pay for them for you.
hurrah?
that's
Bard's high five behind you. Free drinks.
a 17. I rolled the wrong thing.
Okay. So, everyone's still holding in there. Marius, are you drinking or no?
No.
I think he's still AFK. Oh,
He's being the responsible person in the back.
He doesn't need it.
Serena,
Mm-hmm.
while you are not intoxicated, you do start to feel it with the music, and you're having a great time. But this can only lead to fun places. As you guys are playing, how long do you want to stay at this first location?
That is a good question.
well, it's a spirit walk, so not too long.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right. So you guys kind of hang out and enjoy with everyone. The music continues playing. Go ahead and roll another performance check for me, as with advantage because you have everyone with you.
All
And as you guys go, people that came in there with you, and as well as additional people, are also kind of joining your crowd going through. As you leave, the owner's like, "No, stay, stay, stay."
The party must rage on.
All right. So you guys continue on down the road. As you're heading over to the next one, which actually is a gin distillery, I need one other than Serena, because Serena's just into this music right now and is having a great time at this place. I need everyone to roll kind of perception checks with disadvantage because of the crowd.
You said disadvantage?
Yeah, just because of the amount of noise. Okay. Marius, you're the only person who hears this. As you're kind of walking through, just because you're kind of hanging further back, not playing an instrument, just kind of enjoying the sights and listening to the music and watching everyone have a good time. You hear these people kind of having a conversation in the back, like, "Oh man, this is great. This is like when that other group came through. What was that bard's name? Oh, Belden. Oh, that guy was great too. Like, this has been a great. I wish we could stay here. We'll have to come back next spring."
Does that
Uh,
name ring a bell to me?
that is one of the 8 party members that you were looking for.
Yep. I would have shared the information.
I believe that we may have found a lead. These people over there, and I point them out. We're just talking about I heard them mention Belden coming through here, a bard.
Oh,
And it's not hard to find them because they are literally with all of you.
yep.
Are we out in the city like what this picture is, or?
Yeah, we're like walking down the road. So we're hitting like every kind
Okay,
of
I'll show the
brewery or
picture then.
distillery.
Blue will slide back to those two. So you know a Beldum?
Oh, Belden, the little halfling fella, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no. When did I see him last? He came through with a bunch of his friends maybe 2 months ago, something like that. However, I just saw him not but maybe 3-4 days ago. He was walking through the streets.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Rebels?
he ended up getting arrested or something. He's being held at the jail currently, I think. Apparently he didn't get out of this one.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
Yeah, apparently kind of I guess he went like mad in the head and was attacking the guards. I'm not 100% sure, but damn shame.
Actually, I had some business with him. Can you mind pointing me to the cells?
Oh, yeah, no, I don't know if they're still open at night. And he's like, if you head down that way, you go maybe 5 blocks, and then you're gonna take a left along the little river. Maybe about a quarter mile down that way, and you'll see it off to your right. But I don't think they're open till tomorrow morning.
Do they close to visitors or just close in general?
Don't really take in many visitors much, but closed to visitors into the jail at night, yes.
Makes sense.
I mean, unless you're dropping off a prisoner, then there's people there to intake that, but that's about it.
Alright.
So we got to try this place. And the point is, you guys get to the distillery and go in. Who's getting flights here? So every one of these places specializes. They have like their 5 best drinks on these flights, and they're all the same price down the road.
To continue singing, she's got to keep her whistle wet, so Serena's probably going to be drinking at each place.
All right, you're covered, so you don't have to pay. So anyone who would like to partake here, go ahead, mark off your 1 gold piece, and then roll your Constitution save.
I don't have any money.
I have you.
Okay.
So,
Alright. Lou might dip into the gin.
Kind of hard, like it's hard not to have at least a semi good time with this crowd of people.
Yeah, that's yeah.
You
Do
could
I
be
get
with people and alone all at the same time.
yeah. Ow. Does alcohol count as a poison?
For advantage sake,
Yes.
yeah, I'll give it to you. Why not? Okay,
Oh,
so you
strong
were
one.
not drunk, but you've kind of relaxed. You're not quite to the Serena level yet, but you're starting to have at least a good time. Serena, you're burning off a lot of this alcohol just from walking down the road and playing consistently. So this one doesn't hit as well, but you continue having fun. This is 3 of you. I'm just gonna roll a couple for the crew. Okay. They're kind of mostly in the same state as Serena. You continue on to the third destination. This one produces brandy.
Yeah, I should have
Oh,
waited.
the fire brandy? Wait,
Mix in
Again,
all my
again.
drinks.
well, don't do fire brandy. What I need to get for the guy. Except he's probably here.
Yeah, doesn't mean you shouldn't keep your promise.
As you do mention it, the dwarves just look super excited. Like, see, we're finally here. Oh, you all have to try this. Oh. He's like, here, and I'll even. And he orders a bottle of the brandy as well, and he's gonna pour a single shot for kind of everybody. Just like, if you're gonna drink anything tonight, this is what it should be.
He seems so excited. It would be mean not to.
I drank it.
It is like a
Mhm.
sweet heat with like a nice kind of kick aftertaste to it. Makes the tongue tingle, but not in a burning sensation.
Ooh.
You're starting to wear it, Misfit.
Misfit, as you drink this, it's just like if you took honey and like just dump sugar into it, and then it kind of like accidentally got some peppers in it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So do we need a roll con save for this one?
If you
I
took it.
think they already did, but yeah, go ahead, roll them for this. Coda has now achieved the Serena level.
Serena makes like a public display to drink it. Trying
Dustin,
to move its high.
while you technically do fail the save on this one, alcohol doesn't impact you as much as it does everybody else.
Okay.
It's like in a default Bob feat. Dwarven Constitution.
Yeah.
All right.
I have Infernal Constitution.
That you do. Okay. So you guys kind of hang out here for a little bit. Your crowd is gathered pretty big. There's probably like 120 people that are traveling along this road with you. Everyone is very happy to see you guys as you kind of go from establishment to establishment.
Mhm.
Very good for business.
I think Lou's done for the
Um,
night.
They kind of look like, ah, yeah, no, you're right. We have to take off in the morning. Um, they kind of look down the road across the street a little bit and like, I don't really want to head over to the vodka distillery, anyways. I've heard some strange rumors, and I'd rather just stay out.
How strange.
Strange enough to stop a party.
I mean, if we want to keep going, we can keep going down the road, but I would recommend skipping.
We could always hit someone else.
On we go! Who is going back at this point as they continue on into the night?
Lou will be the responsible adult and try and keep track of as many drunk children as he can.
Sure.
So he's not going to be drinking the rest of the night.
Not specifically Dustin, no. I mean,
Oh.
alcohol is alcohol, but not specifically.
I do want to get a bottle of the stuff I told I'd get the guy, even though we
Sure.
were already there. Gotta keep my promise.
It is a 25 gold bottle.
I was given 2 platinum.
So you kind of push your leftover remnants. So you'd probably have 1 platinum and 8 gold at this point.
I forgot I had money. This is. He said to exchange this for the drink. I assume other people have been paying for me.
Yes, I have been.
Oh yeah. So if you have 2 platinum, kind of looks over at you. Roll a roll a persuasion check. Kind of looks at you,
6.
begins to wonder if you're old enough really to be in here drinking. Looks over, sees that you're with Serena. Yeah, why not? Go easy on it, kid.
Thank you.
He's a child.
Somewhere Tanya's laughing. In the afterlife. All right. So, how long do you guys want to continue on to the night? There are several establishments you could go to.
Probably till either we've hit each of them or until enough people are too drunk to continue following.
As you're leading this expedition,
Mm-hmm.
we'll have your performance kind of associate to drinks, because the longer you go and the better you do, the more free drinks you guys get, to the point where you probably don't have to pay for any drinks. So, go ahead and roll a Constitution save for me.
Okay.
As we kind of get to the... And was any... Lou, you said you were going to head back?
No, Lou's going with the party, but he is not drinking.
Um,
Anyone
Yes,
heading
I-
back,
I'll-
or everyone continue on?
would it be close? I think I'd probably be kind of close to you, so that's a 14.
okay.
Oh, we forgot to be adding Dustin's aura.
Yeah. It's fine.
It came back. Not again. Not again. Sorry, this one's not so bad. All right. That 4th stop. That's a rough stop, people.
Those are some
Cruz,
strong drinks.
Cruz looking a little shaky. Not gonna lie. Everyone other than probably Dustin or Marius is looking. You're probably like a good 3 hours into this at this point.
Oh,
Since you've arrived at least. Next one, Serena. Or do you branch off, Dustin?
well, I wanted to ask about the
Yeah.
vodka district at this place.
Sure.
Is it going to be investigation or persuasion?
Well, depends on what you want to do. Are you looking for something, or are you talking to a person?
I'm talking to a person because I heard it from people first.
Sure. What do you
But,
want to
I
ask?
want to hear rumors.
Well, first of all, who do you want to ask, or what type of person do you want to ask, and then what do you want to ask them?
Barkeep, and I hear there's a problem with vodka for some reason. What's that about?
As you kind of, it's like shh, and kind of puts his hand to like get you to quiet down. It's like, not where someone can hear you. Jeez, man, what are you thinking?
It's
Like,
just
no, it's excellent vodka.
it's just a drink. What's so problematic?
It's not that. The competition's pretty tight. Every other distillery that tries to open up, or anyone that tries to produce vodka of any kind, runs into unfortunate circumstances. In fact, the last guy that tried to, on his day off, he was fishing off a bridge with his kid when a nearby fisherman accidentally hooked him and pulled him off, and he fell down to his death. Tragic, horrible, horrible tragedy.
Really? That just happened to happen?
And he kind of like nods and winks at you. Like, I don't know, but I don't really want to get involved. So we just stick to our guns. We leave the vodka with them. It isn't. It's pretty good vodka. I won't diss the product. But it is obviously far more expensive than most of the free market traders you see. And he kind of motions to the road you're on.
Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I'd probably branch off after that and wander down the vodka district.
Okay. So you start walking back towards the direction of the ship as they continue on. Does anyone go with him?
Do we notice him leave?
Right state of mind, I probably would have said I'm heading to the vodka district.
I will follow Dustin.
All right.
Great,
Alright, so you
I
continue
get
on
to
with
get the
the
sloshed
parade?
bear.
I need to babysit the others.
You hear Simon just yelling in the background. I love this place.
Oh no.
He's gonna have a terrible nightmare tonight.
Oh no, Simon.
And Serena is definitely way too intoxicated and into the music to notice them wandering off.
Cool.
I'm gonna have to rein Simon in a little.
I'm sorry, boss.
No, you can continue to have fun. Just stay closer to the group.
To say his dancing is interesting would be an understatement. It's an interesting sight that you may not see many times as he kind of dances as you move down the road.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dustin and your bear mount, you head back towards the vodka.
Yeah.
All right. Your final destination, Serena.
Mm-hmm.
No one fares this one as the final stop of your group. You guys sit down. They bring you some free drinks and some free food, small things to eat. And as you sit down and you have like this first round of drinks, you guys realize how absolutely just tired and exhausted and trashed most of you are.
I think people could use some rest. How about you?
No, I don't have any sisters.
Just kind of goes and lays her head down on the counter.
Lou's just munching on whatever it's finger foods.
Mhm.
What kind of alcohol is this one?
Final one, we'll go ahead and say that this one is whiskey.
Mead, brandy, whiskey.
You guys are mixing your
You don't-
alcohols.
You don't even remember what the last one was. Like, it was in the cup. I drank the cup.
Can Lou try just one of the flights? What they say is their best
Sure. Goal concept.
for just one?
Mhm.
Yikes! All right.
Different DCs.
If I could roll high, that would be great.
So we go to 14.
Mm-hmm.
It hits hard. It doesn't bring you under that line like everybody else, but
Yeah, I think.
it definitely hits hard on you.
Yeah, I think my saves were total 15, 19 because of Dustin's aura.
Dude, I walked away. I'm not there.
No, the first two.
You were more than 10 feet away from you when you actually put it in your mouth.
You know what? You're fair.
All right. So,
Lou will buy a bottle of that at least.
all right. For that one specifically, probably like 10 gold.
All right.
All right. So as that party's kind of wrapping up and beginning to figure out how to head back towards where everyone came from, detectives, what's the plan here?
I have no idea. The happenstance is making me think, oh, these are probably intentional murders. I want to know what that's about.
Potato boys on the hunt.
Yes, yes.
You do notice that their tasting room is open, so like their bar. It does appear that everything else does look closed, though.
I want to taste. I want to taste.
All right, we go to the tasting room.
Okay.
One potato, please.
You walk in and you see there's two white dogs that are kind of laying at the hostess stand almost, where in the front of this bar. They just kind of are sitting down looking up at you.
Oh, I'm so drunk. I want to pet the dogs.
Ask.
I kind of squat down and I put a hand out so they can sniff me.
They do not move from their position. They just remain sitting.
Excuse me, sir. Can I pat your head?
They're just sort of looking at you.
I think that's a no, Misfit.
Oh.
They're not looking at you like in a mean way. They're just looking at you.
Well, Dustin said it was a no.
Dustin says it's a no.
If they don't say yes or come to you, it's a no.
Okay. Bye, doggies. I love you.
Roll an animal handling check just as you walk away.
I'm so
Wait,
drunk.
how much do you want this?
I'm not gonna remember this tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys walk up to the bar. Are you gonna order a flight?
One potato, please.
Oh yeah, no. Just give me a couple minutes.
Thank you.
2.
Ooh. With everything or just the potato?
Let me roll one of these
There's
to see how hungry
more?
I am.
Oh.
Wait, what else does a potato have?
Yeah,
You
with
just wait.
everything.
All right. Be right back. 2 potatoes.
A potato with more? Dustin,
What?
what are they doing to potatoes back there?
I'm not entirely sure. I don't even really know what vodka
It's potatoes. That's what Flip said. Is that his name? I don't remember.
One is flip, one is flop.
That's what Flip said.
is. Oh, I see.
So, how desperate is your internal desire to see this?
What does that mean?
I want to see. I have to know what they're doing to the potatoes back there.
All right.
I will let you try.
You just kind of see him like impatiently looking back there, and you watch as he shapes down into a cockroach. You skitter forward.
Mhm.
Across the floor.
Oh,
All right.
it's gonna
The
get
potato detective
smashed.
goes in.
I have to know.
I'm going to be very aware for if there's a commotion in the kitchen to save my cockroach friend. That's
Sure.
what I'm doing.
All right. So you stay on point. Cockroach. I need you to roll a stealth check. We'll
Oh
just use
boy.
yours to make it easy.
Advantage for being tiny.
Not so much. They're used to looking for cockroaches, unfortunately. A couple of the cooks have proficiency. All right, there's a 20 though. So you managed to kind of make it back into the kitchen. You do see there's one cook. He's currently, it looks like he has potatoes that have steam coming off of them, and he's like putting them into like a little oven contraption and begins to put stuff on top of them. He's putting like butters and some green vegetables and other things and some meat and cheese on top of it.
This is fascinating. I have never even considered cooking a potato before. I just
Roll
watched, like, enthralled.
either a perception check for scent or an investigation check.
I'll roll a perception.
They must make like steak here because you smell blood.
Whoa. I thought it was just potatoes here. Have we been eating? Am I hungry?
You are super hungry, but they have not yet served you your potato.
I investigate.
All right. You kind of follow the scent. Roll an investigation check.
Detective. Ooh, another 18. Not bad. The -4.
You kind of follow the scent of the blood down the hall, and you look, and there's two guys playing cards next to a big door. What do you do?
Well, clearly that's where they're hiding the food.
You say as you walk away from cooked potatoes.
Well, no, they're not. He's working his magic. They're not done yet. I gotta see what's behind door number 2.
Remember the last time you turned to a bug and went to someone's room?
No, I don't.
Good.
Wow, okay. It's not like it happened 2 sessions ago.
I have a 2 intelligence, and I am too sloshed to remember most of anything right now.
I love it. All right. So do you go under the door?
Yes. No, I open the doorknob.
It's up to you. If you would like to try to open the doorknob, you always can.
No, I
You're
go
still
under
a
the door.
cockroach.
I'm a little guy.
All right. So you ever so quietly sneak underneath the door. And it looks like it's colder in here. It's almost like it must be where they store meat or something. But that's weird looking meat. You look up, and hanging from some chains, there's a small humanoid. It's not like hooked in through them like they're dead. They're just hanging from chains. And
Are they dead?
they look really beat up and bloody.
I'm just like looking and trying to decipher what's going on because it went from I'm about to eat a potato to I think I watered into something I shouldn't have.
What do you
Is
do?
there anyone else in this room?
Not currently. Just the guy who's hanging.
I want to crawl up. I like crawl up onto him.
Okay. Easy enough to do.
And get on his shoulder. Excuse me, sir. Are you in need of medical assistance?
Who's there? I don't see you.
Oh, I'm on your shoulder, buddy. I'm just a little guy right now.
Oh, fuck, I'm going crazy again. And he just starts to cry.
Man, the last guy cried when I did this too. I'm sorry. I can go.
No. Please, I don't want to be alone. even if you're not real.
What's your name, buddy? My name's Coda.
Oh. Coda, my name's Bilden.
Building what?
Oh, Sage Root. You could just call me Mr. Sage Root if you would like.
Mr. Sage? Yeah, that works. This is Mr. Sage. I drank a lot of questionable liquids tonight. You look a little worse for wear. Do you need a hug?
He just kind of looks around and he finally sees you on his shoulder. And as you ask him for a hug, he just passes out.
Okay.
About this time, too, Dustin, the bartender comes with 2 loaded baked potatoes and places them in front of you. Oh, where'd your little buddy go?
I point to the kitchen.
Uh, he just looks confused with it. I don't think so. I was just back there. Did he? Maybe he went outside to go relieve himself?
No, he went that way. He's looking around.
Oh. Okay. Slowly walks away and begins walking back to the kitchen. Do you start your potato or do you wait for
I wait.
Coda to turn?
I wait for Coda. I'm not rude.
So polite. so polite.
There were guys outside, right?
At this point, you
Hold on.
hear like Ray's voice. It's not super high. It's louder to you than it is to Dustin. As they're back in the kitchen, you see people starting to like frantically go about looking for something.
Man, I wonder what they're looking for out there. That's crazy.
Find that blue guy with horns.
Ratting at your friends has never been so good.
I'm gonna give this guy a hug. I'm gonna turn back into a guy and give him a hug and maybe heal him a little bit if I can.
Roll an intelligence check to see if you can figure out how to turn back into a guy.
Oh, great.
You're sloshed disadvantage.
I'm sloshed. That's a 0. Can I make it worse? Hold on. Disadvantage. A 0.
So as you try to give him a hug, which is basically you just standing on his shoulder and shaking a little bit, unfortunately, you seem to not be able to turn back into a person.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go get you some help, Mr. Sage.
At this point, the door also, you hear it unlocking
Oh, I
from the
hide.
outside. Where do you hide?
I have to step away for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Does he have hair?
Mhm.
I just get in his hair.
All right, roll a stealth check with advantage. Two individuals kind of come in. Who are you talking to? And they're just kind of like looking about the room. One kind of like gut punches him. No one in here, and they shut the door after they look for like 20 seconds. As he kind of comes to again.
Why, Mr. Sage, these people are not very nice to you.
You gotta get out of here, little cockroach. Go back to your cockroach family. It's too late for me.
Oh, no, I'm not a cockroach. I'm a bear, actually. I'm just real small right now.
Oh, that explains it.
Listen, I'm gonna go tell my mom that they have a man in their cupboard here. And we're gonna get out of here, Mr. Sage. You mark my words.
And he just passes out again.
Okay, bye.
Make
Can I
way
leave?
back.
Yep.
One more stealth check. This time with disadvantage.
A lot.
Man, that dropped not 20 though. All right. You kind of make your way through. It seems like almost someone kind of noticed you out of the corner of their eye, but they're not looking for a cockroach. Looking for that weird guy who you came in here with.
I go back to Dustin.
You make it your way back to Dustin. As you make it back to the table, you turn back into a human,
I crawl over the counter.
and there's
And
two giant loaded potatoes sitting in front
Oh
of you.
yes.
Find
is
anything
all-
interesting back there?
I found a guy who was all chained up, and he didn't look too good. Gave him a hug though. His name was Blyden Sageboot.
That's the guy we're looking for, right?
Roll a history check for yourself to see if you remember the guy's name off the top of your head. It doesn't strike you me like who it is, but the name sounds familiar for some reason.
Benson? No, that wasn't it.
No, I think you're right. I think that's the guy that was on that list.
I put my head on the table and I start eating my potato.
Yeah. Okay.
How quickly do you eat these potatoes?
I am hungry, but first I'm gonna launch one of these.
I didn't do anything wrong.
The potatoes are not evil or holy.
Good.
Not even a little bit holy.
I mean, just the holes they poked in to put stuff.
Do you want to roll to see who eats theirs faster?
Dude, if I eat too fast, I'm gonna throw up. I'm like 15 drinks in.
What's your point?
All I really care to know is, do you eat your potatoes fast enough before the bartender comes back?
How fast does it take him?
I don't know how fast you guys want to eat. You may not feel like you need to go fast. I leave it up to you.
I go this fast.
That's pretty fast.
Bob was hungry too.
He just
I
like
go slower.
folds it all into a potato sandwich and just like inhales it.
All right.
Coda has a lot of chewing he's got to do, but he does the best he can.
Can we go to bed after this?
I don't think we have time to go to bed right now.
Oh.
I don't have sending. I don't have message. I don't. Bram didn't follow us, did he? You usually send Bram to whoever's breaking it off in the party.
I didn't mention it this time. If it's where I'm by myself, I usually send him with the party. If the party itself is splitting up into different groups, it would depend on the situation. Since I didn't say anything, we're all just kind of relaxing, having a good time. I'd say he's probably not with you.
Right. Are you ready for bad choices?
You know
You guys.
roughly where we are.
Yeah, but do I...
Up to you.
They're not that hard to find if
They
you want
aren't?
to go look for them. Well, I
No.
mean, if you want to leave where you are and go look for them, they were the big crowd of people with music.
No, they're on high alert that somebody knows that someone's in here.
Mhm.
Because I totally sold out Coda.
Why would you do that to me?
Because
Your
I'm
very
honest.
best friend.
It's called being an honest person. I'm gonna walk into the kitchen.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, I'm picking up my potato and we're going to bed.
either go in to make a lot of noise where we can notice, or
Let me see if I have something that makes a lot of noise. Not really.
be loud enough for us to notice wherever we
Oh,
are.
you know what? There are dogs outside, right?
They're inside.
They're inside?
Mhm.
This is funny. Uh, I'm going to command a dog to bark.
From your past experiences, things that are not able to speak
Um,
or understand language, but I mean, you could get lucky.
it's a trained dog. He might know some words.
He might be smart enough. He might not be able to talk, but he might be able to at least understand what you're telling him.
Yeah, you know what? Why not?
Dog. What do you tell it to do?
Bark? Like, kind of like the intention is to get it to bark a lot, but it's only going to bark once.
It turns into a tree.
It barks,
All right,
and its
that's
tail starts to wag. Looks very pleased with itself.
good job. Can do that again.
Roll an animal handling check. It just starts barking.
Like a lot.
A lot for it. It hasn't barked in so long. It's just like having fun with it.
Good
The
job.
other dog starts to bark also.
Okay. After doing that, I'm gonna go into the kitchen.
The bartender kind of runs out, sees you kind of going in. Do you wait for the bartender to go over to the dogs, or do you just go in as they come out of the kitchen?
I'm just gonna go in.
All right, so roll just roll a D100 to see if you beat him out or not. Okay, so you walk into a kitchen of 5 people all staring at you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
I heard there was someone hurt back here.
They kind of give you this very weird look, and you get this sense of maybe you're not the safest in the
Uh-huh.
world. One of them kind of quickly looks though and kind of holds up his hand. Oh, I'm okay now. Don't worry. Everything's fine.
Really? I heard there was a bad cut on your hand. Let me see. And I'm gonna walk over to him and take his hand.
The 2 in front don't let you get that close.
Uh,
Like, ah, don't worry about it.
I am
Catch
going
me up right away.
to.
You just go enjoy your potatoes, sir.
Oh no, I finished already.
Oh, good.
I am here to help you however I can. I'm going to try to persuade them to let me in further.
It is a disadvantage because they're already dubious of you. Oh no. All right, I think this one's had a bit too much to drink. Come on. And they start taking you out of the kitchen unless you resist.
I'm gonna resist.
All right, go ahead and roll an athletics check. All right. You watch as they start to hold you and you kind of pull free through them, and then more of them continue to grab onto you. This time, 4 grab onto you. Go ahead and roll 1 at disadvantage. All right. After a while, they finally like get you and they kind of pick you up by all fours and slowly like start walking you out plank style.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
I'm over by the dogs barking with them.
The bartender like is over there yelling at you like, "Stop! You're getting them all riled up," and you just watch as 4 people walk by with Dustin.
Yeah, it looks like he's fine.
I suppose that
But
raises the question: does anyone hear Misfit barking?
not from where you are now.
Oh,
Yeah, we're nowhere near that.
Yeah.
So it's about this time both of you get thrown out.
Man, what a nice place. They carried us to the door and everything, so we didn't have to walk.
I
Are you
love
sure?
Misfit.
Are you sure you saw someone back there?
Yeah, his name was Daryl?
Bill?
Something.
Root?
Daryl Blade Shoot.
Bill
Oh,
Bleach.
that's a cool name.
You know, who I think would really like a potato?
Who?
The captain. He's been on the ship all day. He should go out and get a treat. Why don't we bring him here
You should
and
get a
and
treat.
have him say hello to your friend in the back?
Well, the captain's kind of scary, though. Do you think he...
That's why
like...
they'll let him in, because he's
Is he...
kind of scary.
Oh,
Come on,
I think the captain would like a potato.
I
They're
do
good
too.
potatoes. I put the rest of my potato in my pocket.
All right. You pocket the pocket potato and you begin heading back towards the ship.
Mm.
Mhm.
All right. You guys are probably like a good, by the time they branch off, probably like 45 minutes after they leave, you would start heading back.
Mhm.
All right. So you guys start walking back towards the ship just as they're kind of wrapping up.
Do I spot them on the way back?
They are technically ahead of you at this point still.
All right. Lou doesn't know that.
You look about. Not specifically that you see, no.
All right.
I just sling my arm around Dustin and start howling. I had a
Roll
good time with those dogs.
roll a performance check.
I love being so bad at everything.
At least your other character has protections. All right. So you howl out. It's not super loud. It's not very good either, but you howl.
I'm having a good time, and that's all that matters.
Dustin,
Yeah, hi.
you do kind of notice, just with your base stats, even a little intoxicated, there seems to be about two people just following you guys, like about 50 feet behind you at a slow pace.
Okay. I stop moving. Do they stop?
They don't immediately stop. They kind of maybe go forward another couple of feet, and then they like stop at something that would make sense, like a stand or something.
Would you say they are within 40 feet of me now?
If they're within 50 feet, yeah, they would be within 40 feet.
I'm gonna unsling Coda's arm from me and like kind of straighten them up and say, I think there are people who really want to wrestle. I'm going to start. You follow me, okay?
I go from like this really dazed over expression to kind of like a glint in my eye, and I nod.
All right, I am going to charge and tackle one of them
All
because
right,
I
so
can
you
reach him.
start running over in that direction towards them. What are you doing? You're like screaming. You're just running at them.
No, I am just like it looks like we stopped to have a little conversation. I'm like cleaning the dust off this thing, and I do like a 180, and I'm going.
Sure, roll an intimidation check really quick too. As you start running just randomly at these two people. All
I'm too
right,
quiet.
you just start running at them. They kind of give you this weird look as you run, and you just tackle them.
Uh huh.
They're close enough. You can try to tackle both. Roll an athletics check.
I tackle him too.
You need
If
to
I
roll
can
a
give-
dexterity check with disadvantage first because you're intoxicated to see if you can even run over them.
I would love to.
You just start wobble running over that direction. You do tackle one, Dustin. The other one you don't tackle. It is immediately as you tackle that one, this one kind of like throws you off, and they both kind of try to start holding you. Go ahead and roll an acrobatics or athletics. You are able to kind of push both of them off you. They're not that strong compared to you, at least.
Why am I running backwards?
You see Misfit just like getting up off the ground, trying to run over to you as quick as he can.
He's a big boy, he could take care of himself. Do I see any weapons on them?
Roll an investigation check. You are two in the moment, and you've had at least a couple of drinks tonight, unfortunately.
You're really bad at following people, is what I'm gonna say. I'm still like on edge, and I'm like, it looks like I'm ready to pounce again.
It's at this point, one of them just kind of looks over you. What the fuck do you think guards are supposed to do? And then you get smacked in the back of the head and go out.
Nice.
I tackle him.
At this point, 3 other guards come out and pile on top of you, Coda.
Dude, hell yeah. It's a party. Let's go.
All right. So
I do turn into a bear.
you two get. Oh, do you try to?
Yes.
Roll. Do you want to already use your polymorph?
Well, I just wild shape into a bear.
Roll a D100.
How can I wrestle and not be a bear?
All right. You turn into a bear. Like, let's do this. All right. I need you to roll an athletics check.
That's a bunch.
A lot of
Can
people.
can I rage for wrestling?
If you'd like. It's your bonus. I would say on your first one, probably not, as you
Okay.
kind of shift to get out of it. You do manage to kind of like knock one guy against the wall, but the other 2 that are currently on top of you are holding you down. You see Dustin kind of like laying unconscious on the ground as one kind of comes over with a club towards you, as well as the other one's getting Dustin off the top of him.
Oh, Dusty, they got you. They got you.
The last thing you remember is a bunch of people on top of you.
I will have my revenge. And then
All
I
right.
pass out.
So as you two get tucked in, as you guys are kind of heading back down the road, you do pass the vodka location where they were. They seem like maybe they're closing up slightly early. You see them kind of like turning down lights and shutting doors and whatnot. But you don't see either of them.
I don't think Serena has any idea that they even went there. Just gonna roll this, and then I'm gonna roll this. So she's not falling over quite yet, but yeah, she the 2 of them are not even popping into her mind.
As you guys kind
She
of,
is way too drunk.
some of you stop there for a second to see if you can
I
find
was
them.
muted.
Oh no.
Lou would walk over to the person setting up shop and ask them if they have seen Dustin and Misfit.
Can you describe them?
Lou does describe them. One
Yeah.
blue tiefling and a man in armor.
They came by earlier and got potatoes.
Oh yeah, the blue guy, the armor one.
I wish
Oh,
I also
okay.
got. I wish I got drunk. Did you see which way they headed off?
Fortunately, not. No. They're eating for their potatoes. I was taking care of something in the back, and when I came back out front, unfortunately, they had already eaten their potatoes and left.
Yeah. Did they pay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All
Yeah,
right,
don't
thank
worry.
you.
You guys have a good night, okay? Come back tomorrow. Get yourself a potato.
Yeah, yeah.
As the drunken group sitting there,
You're
you just go ahead.
you're kind of closing up early.
Just a little bit of a slow night. We're kind of low on our potatoes tonight, anyways. We'll be back tomorrow though with the fresh stock. Don't you worry. We're a bit busier earlier today.
Keep that in mind, and then Lou will head off.
At this point, you see Dirge sitting on the ground eating something that he found in the dirt.
Yeah,
Man,
Dirge.
these potatoes are really good. He found like the little remnant that had fallen out of Coda's pocket. Can we come back? We're not gonna be here tomorrow. Oh man.
Coda's just gonna like. I suppose Serena's gonna attempt to do something toward Coda. Hey, blue guy, where are you?
Coda is unconscious.
You feel that it goes through, but you get no response.
Just
All
kind
right,
of shrugs and continues staggering.
we also need to get a in.
Oh yeah, rooms.
Nah. You don't want to stay in it and stay on the ship. It's much safer.
Are you guys going to be in port tomorrow?
I mean, at least through the night. None of us are in the shape to steer a ship responsibly.
You're
Has
not.
that
Not even irresponsibly.
has it stopped you before?
Well, it just depends on the scenario.
I'm assuming in port is the scenario where you would not act irresponsibly.
He tries to put his finger on his nose, but pokes himself in the eye.
Serena just giggles.
All right, I'm getting you all to bed. Let's go. Thank you again.
The group that had followed you kind of like bids you a farewell. Some of them were like throwing off to the side. And you head back towards the ship.
You people drank way too much.
As you guys get back to the ship, you kind of like walk up the dock ramp. Han
Serena's
is
got.
still up and kind of like reading a book on the top deck. You don't see anyone else.
Serena's got her violin in
Hey.
her main hand, bow in offhand, just got like her arms partially held out, just trying to keep balance as she's walking.
Lou would assist. Hey, have you seen Misfit and Coda? It's a... Dustin and Coda. Okay, I've had a little bit to drink too.
No. No, not since they left with you earlier.
Leaving them alone was a bad idea. I knew it. All right. Lou's gonna once everyone's on the ship, Lou will head out again.
Hey, where are you going?
Dustin and Coda haven't made it back to the ship.
Oh yeah, I was wondering where he was. I'll come with.
No, you go to bed.
I'm not even tired.
I'm not asking.
Roll a D100 as you're having this conversation with Serena.
Okay. 53.
So you head back down the ramp.
Yep. If Serena follows me, I am first putting her into a hammock or bed.
Serena.
I rolled a 1 on my wisdom. Yeah, she would probably start.
All right, no, Lou stops, goes, drag. Which room was she staying in?
She was staying in the room with Goza.
All right, I will knock on the door unless Goza was with us.
Oh yeah, she was with you.
All right, make sure she gets in bed, please.
Right, come on, honey, this way.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So much fun.
Han at this point kind of looks as you start heading off. You're heading out on your own?
I'm not going far. I'm gonna see if a guard's seen him.
He just kind of gives like this dubious look, like maybe that's not the best idea. Just be careful.
Mhm. Do
All
I
right.
see a guard?
Roll a survival check with disadvantage.
Oh boy.
Because their guards aren't like uniformed up like a typical guard.
Mm-hmm.
You check a couple. They're just drunk people. Like everything's kind of died down. You don't see any. You do know where the jail is though. If you want to go over there and ask, might take you a
Such
little
a
bit.
bad idea, but yes.
All right, so you head down the road. Probably takes you about 30 minutes to get there and find it, just because you don't know exactly where it is.
Mm-hmm.
But after about 30 minutes, you go ahead and locate the very large jail building. There are still some lights on the bottom floor.
Mm-hmm.
You go inside.
Uh, is there no one outside?
Not specifically, no.
Then yes.
You go in the front. There's like a single guy just kind of sitting at the desk. Looks up. Sorry, we're closed.
Uh, no, I know. I got separated from a group of my friends. I was looking to see if either if a guard seen them. They were pretty drunk.
And he just looks kind of irritated. Like you can tell this happens a lot.
No, I
What
know.
do they look like?
One's a blue tiefling and a man in plate or chain instead of
Um,
armor.
don't remember any blue tieflings. They did pull in a large blue bear earlier, though.
No, that's them.
Oh yeah, no, they got arrested for attacking a couple of guards. They're currently in a holding cell, sleeping it off.
Lou is no matter how drunk or lax he was,
Uh-huh.
Lou has the same reaction as the guard does. Like this happens more than it should. All right.
You know, I can't guarantee that it's going to go easy on them. You know, they've been trying to be really hard on these people coming in from out of town, just partying it up and disrespecting local law. You know, if they're not careful, they might try to make an example out of them.
Is there any way we can help get a lenient sentence?
Not tonight, unfortunately. No one gets checked out at night.
All right. When do you guys open in the morning?
About 7 o'clock.
All right. Thank you. And Lou will. Sorry for disturbing you. And then Lou will head out.
Not a problem at all. See you in 5 hours.
Yeah. Ah, fuck. 5 hours.
You have a good night, sir.
I was.
All right, so you make your way back.
Yep.
Okay. Easy enough to do. All right, so at this point, it's probably, I'd say it's like 3 o'clock in the morning by this point.
Yep. At this point, it's not worth going to sleep.
It's just one of those nights. Like you could power nap it a little bit, but up to you.
I'm gonna power nap it a little. I'll take a short rest.
You
I'm
get
not gonna.
back. Han looks over. You didn't find him?
No, I found them.
Ah, arrested?
Yep.
Don't worry. Happens to everyone on the ship at some point, it seems.
Not looking forward to this. Lou will just power nap like on the deck so the sun wakes him up.
All right. So, you guys do rest. Do you get up early to go see him and skip your rest?
Yep.
Do you have any slots used?
Nope.
All right, that's not too bad then.
No, I have nothing. Used nothing today.
All right, so I'll let you all retain your rest. However, everybody, but actually, Dustin got hit in the back of the head. He probably has a headache too. Everybody wakes up with a very, very bad headache. Some of you worse than others. Simon and Serena, you two probably are up there with the top of them.
Oh, my head. How much did we drink last night?
I don't remember anything. It just hurts. Where's the bear?
Um, hold that thought. I'm just gonna go. She's gonna grab some water and go find Lou.
Dustin.
As
Lou's
you
gone.
start walking to the deck to find Lou, a sloth falls from the ceiling and lands on the floor in front of you.
Loud?
Oh
Could you fall a bit quieter?
What was that? You watch as the sloth slowly turns back into Dirge, who was sleeping on the roof. Oh, ow, ow.
I see you enjoyed the party last night too, then.
Oh yeah, it was. And he like runs over to her.
Pleasant. She'll kind of walk around him. Oh,
just-
have you seen Misfit anywhere?
No, can't say that I have. I'll go take a look. It's at this point you do see Lou, who's probably already like getting ready to go.
Bright lights. She'll wander over to Lou. Lou, have you seen Misfit anywhere?
Seen him? No. Know where
Loud,
he is?
loud.
Yes.
My head.
And?
I could scream at you too, if you could keep it down a bit.
It's about this time that you guys just hear a loud bang sound. And you just see everyone on the deck just kind of cringe as you look over and you see the captain sitting there with a smoking metal object in his hand, just with a big smile on his face. Morning, sunshine! Puts it back
Lou
on
shouldn't
his
have
waist.
too much of a headache.
Still
I
loud.
mean, from the alcohol.
Nothing like a gunshot on the deck to make your hangover feel amazing.
Yep.
Where are they?
Jail.
What the hell are they doing in jail?
The captain is actually going to give you a big pat on the back. Don't worry, my friend. You're not a right true captain until your crew's been arrested at least once.
At least once, as in... How often does your crew get arrested?
I mean, right now I think I'm winning the competition, but that last one doesn't really count as much. I could have got myself out too.
Well, you missed out on one hell of a party.
I've had enough parties in my time, believe me.
I think he's having more fun now than we did last night.
Yes, let's go bail our blue one out of jail.
No, Dustin's with him.
I assumed. Although how he wound up in jail.
Little bit of advice, captain to captain. Sometimes, if you want to expedite things and avoid too many questions, sometimes it's just a good idea to be overgenerous and hope for the best.
That honestly was plan A.
Yes, now just starts pushing Lou toward the ramp. Let's go, and quietly says, before he fires off another damn shot.
Oh, you making it so tempting.
Move you, or I will make you suffer too.
He just smiles as you guys kind of are walking off the ship.
Hmm.
It's like, we depart in about 2 hours. So if we don't see you before that, it's good having you with us.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Lou
Pleasure,
probably said it, but much louder than Serena was hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
pleasure
and
returning.
he
Please
will
keep.
yell back to the captain.
Oh, I'm going to kill you. I'm
Make sure our priest friend gets off as well.
You see him like running down the. I'm coming, Captain. I'm coming.
Yelling.
Yeah. Oh, he's loud and he's got a bunch of his stuff with him too. So it's like clang, 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 clang.
I swear to God, I'm going to murder you all.
Lou actually looks amused at this.
Ah, sorry about that, everyone. I was just trying to make sure I didn't forget anything for the trip.
Yes.
Always best to be prepared. Oh man, I'm glad I brought those pills, or my head was splitting this morning.
Mhm.
Pills?
Yeah.
Oh, let's get going.
Oh, you both suck.
He looks terrified. He stops moving. Yeah, pills. They help when your head hurts. Would you perhaps like some?
You've had these the whole time?
I told you to always come prepared. No one ever seems to take me seriously when I mention that.
Oh, I'm always prepared.
He
Just
gets it.
give me one.
So he gives you the D&D equivalent of Excedrin.
Swallows
It's
it,
kind of funny.
or drinks it down with the last of the water.
Oh no, you weren't supposed to swallow it. And he just kind of gives you this strange look. And then he just smiles. Just kidding.
All right, let's get going.
I'm going to kill you all.
All right.
Was that directed at me or him?
All of you.
Lucy.
I think everybody qualifies for that, who's making sound.
Mhm.
All
Lou's
right,
not being
so
quiet.
you guys begin making your way, the full party, less your two missing party members, who also have woken up with large headaches sitting in the cell at this point. As you guys begin heading towards that direction to go pick them up, my dear jailbirds, you both
Dustin,
wake up.
I can't find the rest of my potato.
I saw you put it in your pocket.
I
It should still
can't
be in there.
find it.
What have you pulled out so far?
There's a bunch of like bronze pieces scattered around. Let me pull some else out.
Currently, your pockets are empty because you were searched and everything was taken and inventoried before you were
You
brought
in
to
my
the cell.
secret pocket?
Uh-huh.
Oh
Pocket of
man,
possibilities.
This is going to be the best Austin Powers, here's your stuff back moment ever.
they took my potato, Dustin.
Well, that's not very nice. Are we in the same cell or separate cells?
You are currently both in cells that are side by side.
Yeah, I imagine I'm just kind of like leaning out with like my forearms are outside, like I'm just leaning out, just waiting. Are you sure you found someone there last night?
Yeah. In the cold room, there was a guy. He needed a hug real bad.
So wouldn't let me go back there to hug him.
Yeah. The last guy I found chained up died. And I don't want this to become like a common thing.
Well,
He seemed nice. I don't want that guy to die. Be cold in the room. That sucks.
yes, it does.
When are they gonna let us out of the nap room?
I don't know if they will.
So after 30-ish minutes or so, you guys do arrive at the jail.
Mhm.
You have a plan?
Hmm?
You have a plan?
Maybe.
Open negotiation or
Depends on how things go.
well, I've got your back if things don't go quite right. Just give me a signal.
Can I go into Dustin's cell?
I would say you probably could inadvertently wild shape into something small to go through, if you would like.
I would like to. I want to be a frog.
Sure. Easy enough to do.
Alright,
turn-
because of a frog on my head.
You are now a frog.
Excellent.
We'll enter the jail.
All right, at this point, you see two people that are sitting kind of at the entry desk. Oh, good morning.
Good
Oh, hey,
morning.
buddy. That's the guard who was there the night prior, a couple
Yep.
hours ago.
Yep.
Sorry, I'll give them both a wave.
He just smiles. This is the guy I was telling you about. He kind of looks over at all of you. You all look well rested. They both just kind of smile.
Yep.
So you're here for the two that were assaulting officers last night, yes?
Yes.
Your friends are in a lot of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
We take assaulting our officers very seriously.
As you should.
I mean, your friends could be looking at some serious jail time.
Yep. Let's see. How badly did they hurt people?
Thankfully, no one was too significantly hurt. Your friends were just a bit intoxicated, but they did assault 5 guards.
And what kind of fine is it?
Well, I mean, they're gonna have to go before a judge. Kind of looks at the day in about 2 days' time. No court in session the next 2 days.
Bad time for Candace Crowns to stop responding. Serena will kind of step up.
You had a frog ready.
Don't you?
That's why Fancy Crowns stopped responding. She'll step up. Are they both seated at a desk or at a counter or where are they?
They're at a desk.
So kind of lean over a bit. Is it rather drunk, but perhaps the two of you could let them off with just a bit of a warning. And the one that we're talking to, and you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Make a sleight of hand check too.
Sure, I can make a
He
sleight of
doesn't need to do somatic or material components.
What spell are you casting?
She's using suggestion. But yeah, she doesn't have any component requirements from her. I always forget what it's called. Her psionic sorcery.
But it is a touch spell.
No,
Range 30 feet.
Okay. What's the save?
DC 14 wisdom. She's giving him the seductive eyes.
Kind of just like looks in your eyes like, oh, maybe we could go easy on them. They're from out of town. He just kind of looks like, not up to us though, unfortunately. But she's really nice. He just kind of like is giving the eyes at the card like, oh.
is there a way we can maybe expedite this?
He just kind of like looks down. If we reduce the charge and you pay the fine and they leave town today, then you got yourself a deal.
Yeah, we do need to head out.
All right then. And he watches, he starts he's got like an abacus. He's adding things up.
Is he adding things up, or is he just making a show of it?
Roll an insight check. You don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
You don't know
Yeah.
how an abacus works.
yeah, the amount of money was not going to change.
Just fees and assault. That brings our total to 500 gold pieces each.
Is this the one who's under the effects of the suggestion, or his partner?
The partner.
Suggestion is a single target.
Now, come on now. Isn't that
Did
a
Mar-
little steep?
Did Marius go with them?
Maurice is there, I think. Because we all would have gotten off the ship at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look, I'm telling you, it's out of my hands. It's gone a bit up higher beyond that. If I collect anything less than this, they're going to think I had something to do with it. You know what I mean?
Did everybody go to the jail?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're here.
I mean, they seriously didn't injure anyone, and they were intoxicated. As you
Doesn't
said.
matter. Assaulting a guard is assaulting a guard, and we just cannot have that here in the city of Ladona.
Well, perhaps you could find it in your heart to go ahead and release my friends and never speak of it again. And I cast suggestion on him.
On the other one? Okay. Roll, what's your DC? Oh, dang. He rolled a 5. I guess we could always just release him and let him go with you guys.
We would have us appreciate that.
The guard that you used it on as well. Yeah, that's what I was telling you. I mean, that makes the most sense. Huh. All right. We'll be right back. And they both leave their post.
Serena's going to immediately take the opportunity to nose through what kind of paperwork they're working on.
Sure. Roll an investigation check as they go off. As you go through, it's just like a bunch of intakes and people going in, going out, like
Any of
logs
them
for visitors.
Any of them include Missit or Dustin?
You don't specifically see a name for the two of them. You just see descriptions.
Any of them match their descriptions?
Yeah, it's basically like large blue bear and man in armor.
So let's go ahead and collect those.
The whole book.
Uh, hmm. It's written in the thing too, isn't it?
Is
Fairly
it
sizable
like,
book,
can it be
too.
erased or torn out, like the page or anything?
Here,
I
Lou
mean,
will
you
hand
could
you a
always tear it
knife.
out.
Lou will hand you a knife after sighing.
Don't worry about that. Let's see. She kind of like tilts the book up so it's facing away from people. This, and she's, the ink is just gonna mysteriously disappear. She kind of runs her hand along it.
All right, this is a very low tech prison. This is very easy to do. So you just kind of press the digitation away. The entries for the two of them coming in.
Yep. She'll go ahead
However,
and
as you do on this same page, one line actually catches your interest greatly. About 2 weeks ago, it mentions the intake of a halfling that sounds like the one from the document. And right after his intake, there is a visitor named Wart.
her eyes
Uh-oh.
widen. No, you need to take a look at this.
I'll look.
She'll point it out.
And it looks like Wart had been there not but 2 weeks ago.
Plus the name that we're looking for.
Mm-hmm. At this point, Coda,
Hi.
as this... Oh, you're not there yet. Never mind. That's like, that name sounds really familiar. For you guys, though, this is even much better. So, Dustin, as you're leaning against the cell waiting, you watch as two guards begin walking towards you guys. One walks up to each cell and starts fiddling with the door. One just kind of looks up you. We're letting you go for free and taking you back to your friends.
Oh, that's so nice of you. Thank you.
You're the one that's letting you out. You're totally welcome. It's the least we could do.
Good one. Totally.
Oh, you're a toad.
Oh,
They don't mention the fact that you're a toad at all.
as you wish.
Oh, after you guys.
All right, we leave.
Enjoy your
Thanks for letting
freedom.
us sleep in your house.
Oh, anytime. See you soon. Come back
Bye
anytime.
bye. Okay. See you
At this point,
tomorrow.
you guys. Oh, don't forget your stuff.
All right.
You guys do watch. Is they let Dustin out, and Dustin makes it out a little bit quicker, and he's like still sitting there. You see him waiting, but you're not sure why. As they're going through absolutely everything they had taken from Coda's pockets, like one of these, a random one of these.
Do we see any of Coda's stuff?
He can see it just because he's like back behind a wall.
Oh,
but,
it's behind a wall. Gotcha. All right.
Yeah. But after about 15 minutes, all of your inventoried items are given back to you.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna say
what-
I'm gonna not be a frog anymore because I have things to carry.
Sure.
If I can do that.
Yeah.
I'll be putting something back in my pocket as I'm coming out. So if anyone wants to roll a d10 to see what it is.
I will.
Also, as the guards come back, do you
You
leave
both
the book
rolled
where
it.
it was?
You both rolled it.
Or what are you doing with that
No,
page?
you didn't roll 10.
No.
Oh my god, you rolled it. So, you see him, there's like something shiny in his hands, and you see him like turning it around like he doesn't quite know what it is. It's this little silver ring. And he shrugs and he puts it back in his pocket.
As you're walking out, like past me,
Mhm.
I'm gonna grab your wrist and like stand up and say, "Can you pull that out again?"
Oh yeah.
And you do?
Uh-huh.
Can I see that and like my hand shaking as I'm like
Uh-huh.
looking? Um, and I'm just gonna like stare at it for like a minute.
I don't remember putting that in there. I guess it's...
This is mine.
Oh, it is? Oh, I'm sorry.
Where'd you don't know where you found it?
I don't know.
He's gonna like clench up his fist around it. Can I keep this?
Yeah, you could keep it.
Th- thanks. And he's gonna slip it into one of his pockets for now.
I rolled the thing, huh?
Yep.
What the thing?
You can
Nice.
insight me on that. I think we were in view.
Yeah.
I gotta get an insight as well. They are rather cute together.
They were so nice to us here. We got in a wrestling competition and we fell asleep and they brought us back here to sleep.
That's wonderful, Coda. Hey, before we head out, I was wondering, an acquaintance of ours, we heard was heading through this town. If you've seen him,
I don't really leave the prison much, so unless he came through here, he just kind of grins and smiles.
um, I mean, yeah, we know he's a halfling bard, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he is a halfling bard.
Oh, one of those types. So yeah, no. Name?
Was it? I'm most horribly Buildin.
Beetroot?
Kalsto.
I also
Yeah. Looks at the page. Looks like maybe 2 weeks ago
Bilto?
he'd been
yeah.
picked up.
Oh,
Doesn't say why.
well, yeah, it sounds like him.
I whisper, I saw him yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Hey.
I also lean in and whisper, yes, he did.
All right. Well, at least he was sad that he was through here specifically, but at least we know he was through the city. Thank you. And we'll head on out then.
They kind of are scratching their heads, looking a bit confused as you guys leave.
Bye.
I think you have
What
a
just happened? Oh, magic.
Serena will, the one she had suggested, she'll give a kiss on the cheek, wink, and go, thank you ever so much. We would greatly appreciate discretion in this.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds hot. He just like has this dumbfounded look as you walk away.
Alrighty. You said you saw him yesterday, Misfit?
We went to... I like blink for a second.
Roll a history check at disadvantage.
No, at flat, I'm here. Well, no, yeah, disadvantage.
I was more saying that because he said Misfit, not Coda. And I had to reel it back.
Fair enough. That's just
Just flat? Or...
with disadvantage. You were drinking a lot last night.
7.
Not too bad. It takes you a minute to remember, but with Dustin being there, yeah, the vodka place.
We got potatoes.
We didn't even pay for them.
We doing...
Wait,
We
Oh,
got potatoes.
No, we got kicked out.
We got carried out. They were
And then
so
people
nice.
started following us, and then we got arrested.
And is that what happened?
Pretty sure.
I thought we just wrestled people.
I think maybe we should hurry up, Lou? Don't you?
Yeah, it sounded like he was in bad shape. I didn't know where you were. Thought I could handle it. I couldn't.
Got it.
Alright, think we should head over
Where
that way then.
was walking? Where exactly in the potato place was he?
Yeah, the kitchen in the cold room.
Got it. You weren't supposed to have a healing potion on you.
No, I drank mine.
I don't think I've replenished. You didn't give me one, actually.
No, you have lay on hands.
Simon, you're always prepared. Do you have anything to stabilize or heal a potentially very injured man?
Potion?
Would work, yes.
Oh, shoot. Right. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to pull out a pill and take one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that candy?
No,
Probably.
Can I have
it's
No, icky medicine.
you could have this, and I'm going to pull out one of the dog bones and
one?
give it to you.
Eat it.
Win-win.
You can go ahead and put one of those in your inventory now, I guess.
I eat it. It's gone.
Okay. So, what are you guys up to? You've gotten out of jail?
Looks like it's time to break someone out of it.
Yep. Making haste to the vodka place.
Sure. Doesn't take more than 30 minutes, and you find yourself on the road. It's much quieter.
I'm gonna hold Misfit back because we are recognizable.
Okay.
So, you have the ability to help us be sneaky.
Well, I can certainly get in, but I'm not sure about the rest of you.
Oh, I can get it, no problem. I walked right in. Nobody stopped me.
You are also a cockroach.
I was a little guy, yeah.
Well, do you have a way of getting him out?
Quietly?
Just make him a little guy. I don't see the problem.
I don't think you can make him a little guy.
If you guys can cause some kind of distraction, I'm sure I could find some way to sneak him out.
Kind of distraction would you think appropriate to distract an entire building?
You don't need to necessarily distract the entire building, but... And she smirks. You could always try talking to someone.
I didn't like it when the dogs were barking.
Well, barking dogs might do. Just whatever you need to do to keep their eyes away from the man stumbling out.
Because of it, he is being held captive. They're not going to ignore him.
Let's see. This guy's cat on her. Oh, I've got plenty of makeup, so I can try and make him look like someone else.
How long do you think you have?
Hmm?
How long do you think you have?
As long as I need. Yeah, go and order some food, chat them up, just keep them occupied.
Yes, the one person I'm speaking to.
Fine.
There were at least 4 cooks.
Listen,
Yes.
what if they ate him?
It's not out of the realm of possibility.
He was in the kitchen.
You're a rather talented cook. Perhaps say you want to apply for a position or something.
They were
Give them what you
tenderizing
want.
him, Dustin.
Well, also mention there is a line that is outside the establishment too.
Tenderizing him.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, improvise if you have to. There's 5 of you. I'm sure you can come up with something.
Yeah, okay, I'll go wait in line, and you wait till we get inside.
Alright. And he hears a message in his head. By the way, I am still here. So if things go horribly wrong, I'll let you know very quickly.
Oh, wait. Can I come with? I want to come with.
Yeah, once Serena gets out of earshot, Luz is going to turn back to everyone. Is like, does she not understand sarcasm?
Wait, where'd she go? Oh,
No,
man.
she hasn't
Sarcasm?
departed yet. But if you wait until she does, then
Oh yeah, no, I'm waiting till you leave to say that.
she's going to kind of vanish into the crowd.
You didn't sound like you're being sarcastic.
Did I not?
It's
What?
less of a crowd and more of a line.
Well, I mean, she'll find some crowd or a back alley or some place out of sight where she can vanish.
Oh, no, I get what you're doing. But you ain't cutting in my line.
Just gonna sneak past your line.
I'd certainly try. So,
She'll look for a back door, see if there's one of those.
it's a big facility because it's like a whole huge thing. They have like brewing stuff, distillery things. There's also a lot more people during the daytime,
Yup.
but
That's
you can
fine.
make it through the back.
So she's able to find like a back door in.
Oh no, it's not like a back door in. You can go around. There's really no back door that leads into where that area is. Going around back would like bring you into somewhere where there like warehouses.
Okay. Well, then yeah, I guess she'll try and sneak through the front.
All right, so you kind of scoot past, and on the inside, it does look like the bar and dining area is kind of full. There's a bunch of people eating. There's also someone like doing to-go potato orders.
Okay.
But other than that, it looks busy. There's a bunch of people coming in and out of the kitchen.
Does it is the door to the kitchen just left open, or does it look like it kind of swings? Or
It swings. There's two doors,
okay,
one for going in, one for going out.
she'll kind of try and position herself beside the door, but out of the way, and wait till someone goes through, and then kind of follow it through as it swings.
Sure. Go ahead and roll a dex check.
Gonna go ahead and just
So you try not to interrupt the kitchen staff's flow and get in their way and get trampled over. Hey!
Yeah, I'm gonna have Simon and Marius wait in line. Lou's gonna go off somewhere near the back.
As you guys are kind of sitting there, Simon's been asking around, "Oh, this is the special potato of the day, Marius." Let's see. Oh, that sounds interesting. A Shire sage chili. Why, that sounds delicious.
Sage.
A chili
Start
potato.
sweating. Oh no, they did cook them. They put them in the potatoes. Mr. Sage.
All right. You guys are hanging back. The two of them are alone. Serena.
Mm-hmm.
As you make your way past the kitchen, it is exactly as they described. However, there's a bunch of people in the kitchen at this point. You continue down the hallway that Misfit told you about because there's not many. And you come to the same door, and you do see that there are kind of the two guys sitting at the table. However, they're just talking. They're not playing cards.
Okay. Is the door? I assume the door is closed.
Yes.
Is there any place she could hide without being seen if the invisibility were to say wear off?
Not your current area, no. Inside potentially, but not outside. It's just a hallway and a door.
Okay. Are they facing the door, or are they facing toward the kitchen?
They're facing out down the hallway. So they're in the hallway. The kitchen is down at the end of the hallway.
Okay. And the door is right behind them, or just past them?
Right next to them. They're
Got
sitting
it.
kind of to the side of the door.
Hmm.
But, I mean, they look like just plain old kitchen staff. They're pretty big.
All right, then. Think I see the door they were talking about. It is guarded. I could probably get past. Or if something could happen in the kitchen to draw attention. How are you guys doing?
Still in line.
Got it. I suppose I'll wait here then. See if they move.
How fast is the line moving?
It's pretty fast because this is the to-go line. This isn't to get inside.
Mm.
Probably got like 10 minutes until you guys get your potatoes.
Yeah. Also, I don't see how we're going to get into the kitchen.
I mean, figure something. As said, you're a rather talented chef. Maybe you could try applying for a position. Show them what you've got.
I can get in the kitchen.
You can't hear her.
Telepathic.
I can get in the kitchen though. You see it on my face that I want to go in the kitchen.
Do you want to
Don't
be a
you?
bug?
Not yet.
Improvise something, though.
You know, it's a lot easy to improvise when a plan is formed other than just do a thing.
Can I go inside?
Just like to walk inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of make your way and try to go in.
Mm-hmm.
It's busy, and there's like another little group of people that are sitting in a line to like try to get inside to sit. But you can kind of squeeze past a little and take a look. Do you want to go inside to try to look, or do you stay on the outside?
I want to find the dogs.
You go look in. Roll a perception check as you pop your head in.
Hey, are there any windows that go into the kitchen?
Not to the kitchen, no, but to the front room where the bar and everything is. Yeah. Cody, you stick your head in. You don't see the dogs currently there. However, the bartender from the night prior sees you and like waves at you.
Oh, I wave back at him. Oh, what a nice guy.
All right. About this point, you guys get to the front of the potato line. So Simon's getting like this big loaded up potato. Anyone else? My treat.
How much meat is on it?
It's a pretty healthy portion of chili on top.
I'd like one potato, please.
Oh. That will be one for me, one for the bear, or for my friend.
I'll take one.
All right. So
You make me
anyone
want a divine sense again.
Potatoes.
I'd
What?
feed you human one time. One time.
Yeah, and the thing is, human doesn't pop up on divine sense, so it's absolutely worthless.
True.
Hey, I'm the one who cooked it. Thank you very much.
But whoever's got the potato, you can have it as you will. Simon is paying for whoever wanted one.
Blue
It's not
will-
bad.
Yeah.
Kind of crunchy, good flavor, really meaty.
Mm-hmm. Is it a noticeable meaty?
Um, you taste a little bit. Roll an investigation check with.
Rest in peace, Mr. Basil. You are delicious.
I'm gonna
You're not an
spend a
expert.
sorcery point
I'll go for it.
to reroll. Yeah, let's get that one and immediately think it's an investigation.
It's kind of hard to tell. You can pick up the fact that it does have a meatier flavor to it, but there's so much spice inside this chili, it's really kind of hard to centralize it, but it is tasty.
This is absolutely amazing. Probably one of the best potatoes I've had.
This is good.
Mhm.
Serena,
Mm-hmm.
about the time they get their potatoes, you watch as someone walks up to the door that you've been waiting next to and opens it up to go inside.
If she can, she'll try and sneak past with him.
It is a big door, so it takes a minute for them to open it up. So they like slide it open. They go inside. As you look inside, the room is full of hanging racks of beef and lamb and other meat.
I assume she does not see any kind of halfling.
You look about, but roll an investigation check.
You can re-roll
Unless
that.
it was the wrong fridge.
Yeah, that's a good point. She'll go ahead and try for something a bit better. Oh, well, that is double.
All right, so you kind of look about. You don't see any signs of anyone being hung or anything like that. However, as you're walking through the room, like something catches onto the bottom of your foot and kind of scrapes against the floor. As you lean down to look over, you see a small tooth.
I assume it looks humanoid-esque, like a molar or something.
Your best guess, not a molar. It's a smaller tooth,
Or
but
no, bad news. I'm not seeing our friend here, but I suspect one of his teeth in the freezer or in the storeroom. I can try and get some information. That won't be easy.
you muted.
Slumber.
Am I?
I mean, have you been responding?
I don't know.
No, I've been listening.
Okay, just checking.
Yes. All right.
Out of
How
curiosity,
how big
what's
of a distraction do you need?
what's the tooth near?
What's the what?
What's the tooth near?
It was just on the floor.
Okay. Uh, well, to extract information, it's not so much that I need a distraction, more just an angle. Let's see, do I need to maintain line of sight? I don't think so. Oh, I need to see them for that.
What you got?
Hmm.
TikTok, TikTok.
Is the does it look like a cook or something that's wandering through the storeroom or that wandered in?
Yeah,
Or
he's gathering meat.
okay. Is the door left open?
Well, he's getting the meat. Yeah.
Okay. Serena is going to try and conceal herself to get an angle where she can see one of the two guards, but try and keep herself concealed from the
If you're
individual
in
one.
the door to where you can see them, there's not really an angle you can get because most of the meat's like inside the room. So you could like stand in the doorway and pop your head out, but you're still kind of visible.
Hmm.
Otherwise, if you're behind meat, you pretty much see wall.
Okay, that's a potential problem.
Or you could do something to the guy who's collecting meat himself.
Yeah, but I don't know if he would actually know anything. Um, da, da, da. Hmm. I suppose she's gonna kind of take a concealed position, and she hasn't heard. Though you said those two guys, or they were just standing there, right? They weren't talking or anything.
They were just bullshitting, but not about anything significant.
Okay, so she's gonna kind of take a concealed position, and she's going to telepathically communicate to the guy collecting meat, trying to sound like one of the two guards. It's gonna ask, "How's that halfling doing?"
Huh? Half a what? Oh no, I'm grabbing pork. I'm not grabbing the beef half. Hello?
Ghosts.
He like investigates around the room, just really confused for a sec. Fucking weird.
I could try and.
Do you still have telepathic communication with Lou after doing that?
Yeah, she was just using her innate telepathy or feet telepathy to send a one-way message to the chef. Hello. This cook doesn't seem to know much about it. I could try the gods, or I could try searching the office.
Miss or Coda, where are you at this point?
I'm looking for dogs.
So you're still inside the dining room?
Mhm.
I would say about this point, Lou, you and Simon and Marius would notice there seems to be about 5 city guard that are making their way up through the line to get inside.
God damn it. Lou's gonna pull the hood up on his coat. Hey, Coda, can you get small?
Coda's not with you.
Is he not?
I went inside looking for dogs.
Oh, did we not get inside?
No, you
No.
were in the to-go line.
Oh, shit.
Maybe if I
Standing in line
am,
syndrome.
I gotta like. I'm not thinking big enough. I gotta think bigger. To find a dog, you must become a dog.
Already used polymorph.
Well, no, we long rested.
His polymorph only turns him into certain things.
Yeah, it's a restricted polymorph.
Mm-hmm.
Can I turn into one of those white dogs?
But blue.
But white, not blue. I have to be a white dog.
With your animal shape?
Yes.
I don't see why not. They're just
I'm
a basic dog.
I'm focusing really hard.
Roll a D100 as you try to turn into a white dog. You got some bits of blue in certain areas, but you're mostly white. You do achieve dog.
All right. Step 1 complete. Step 2?
Hey, whose dog is this? Someone like comes over and grabs you around the head. Softly, not like grabs you around the head.
Do I hear that outside?
You do kind of hear it's about this point the guards are like coming into the room to find Misfit or to find Coda,
Hmm.
and they don't see him because he's now a dog.
Yep.
And the bartender's like, "What are you doing here, boy?" Just kind of pets you behind the ears. Oh,
Oh,
you poor thing. You look hungry. Here, come with me. And you watch as she takes you back to a door to the side of the kitchen to take you down a hall.
Yes, I go.
Mhm.
I am hungry. So glad that you noticed.
And she kind of brings you into a side area of the kitchen, actually by the two people at the table, and puts a little thing of food down. Hey, look what I found in front. Kind of cute, right? Kind of looks like our other two. Yeah, a little funny looking, but I guess.
If I am given food, I start eating like I have not eaten for days.
Mhm. It's also at this point, Serena, you would also see this, and you see Misfit sitting there. Well, actually, roll an investigation check or roll a wisdom check. And let's see what you do.
I'll give you a wisdom check.
Yep, it's Misfit.
It seems Misfit got in. Is this guy still in the freezer or the?
No, he came out to look at the dog too.
Okay.
Oh man, that dog can eat.
Serena will hear in her head, not specifically directed towards her, but it's like, I'm gonna end up burning this whole city to the ground.
I demolish the food, then I start like going around licking everybody's hands.
Oh,
Cool,
he's a
then.
friendly dog.
He's definitely given me an idea on how to extract some information.
Who's a
Yeah.
good boy?
You have the man's tooth, correct?
Yes. She'll collect the tooth.
All right. If we can get Misfit out, or not Misfit, Coda,
Oh,
we
he's
may be able.
getting pets and food. He's not going anywhere anytime soon.
I make potatoes now.
Yeah, goodbye, guys. I have found my dream job.
I've retired.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, the guards are unable to locate Coda and depart maybe about 10 minutes later as well.
Is it?
Uh,
No. I.
Alright. Now, here's what I'm going to want you to do. You're going to need to instruct me on how to cook whatever it is they're cooking here. Okay?
They're making potatoes.
No, don't question it. I'm going to take someone's place and I'm going to get some information. Alright? You're welcome to come up with a better plan if you have one, instead of groaning.
Alright, and how am I supposed to know exactly whatever recipe they use?
I'll tell you what they're using.
Oh, great!
For the level. She's gonna wait till the chef comes back in to finish collecting meat.
Mhm.
And when he does, from her concealed position, she's going to attempt to gently encourage him to have a very long nap.
You're gonna kill this man.
Wisdom save?
Nope.
Yes.
Oh,
Natural 20.
you're no
I
longer
suppose
invisible.
Stealth
You
check.
are no longer invisible, and he's kind of shaking his head like, what's that weird feeling? I'd say, Code, at this point, you actually see Serena hiding behind like a side of beef.
I don't know who Creta is. I'm a potato boy now.
I belong here.
Also, I'm much more interested in the beef than Serena.
Seeing as your this is the first attempt, yeah, she'll have to give it another attempt.
You will need to go outside at this point if you want. You'll have to make yourself to a point where they can see you to get him.
Oh, okay. He's left the area. All right.
Yeah, after you cast it on him and he felt weirded out from the fail, he left with his meat, but he had not yet like shut the door.
Damn it all! Got away. No, so much for that plan.
But he does leave. The bartender also leaves, so it's just the three potato boys.
That misfit has them thoroughly distracted. That might give me some time to better look around. Just gonna see if she can't find blood trails, drag marks, secret doors.
Where?
So just gonna look around the entirety of the storeroom. Gonna follow the walls, see if she can't spot anything of notice.
Sure.
Although she'll probably also focus more around where she found the tooth as well.
Sure. So with a central focus on where you found the tooth, roll one more investigation check, see if you can uncover any. If only someone had a way to find hidden doors.
Yeah,
Right?
only.
Yep. Why can't you be a good elf?
No, he was talking about the wand that I have in my backpack and remember now.
Yep.
Hey, it's not often. There's a lot of things that pop up like that. Like I totally forgot that Death has rods meant to weaken Yavos that I made when I had first made him. Even your stone, I didn't forget about it, but I know what it does. It's just funny that these things are turning up now. It's like, oh, yeah, maybe that wasn't the best thing to give. It seemed so irrelevant at the time. All right. So what's the plan? Also, when did you need to go, Theris? I know you're trying to get a little bit extra rest for first day.
Yeah, anytime you want to wrap up, I'm not going to argue with you.
All right,
But or
let's
if y'all want to keep going and you don't need me, I'll just leave it running.
Let's just go like another 20, and then we'll
Cool.
cut it then too, because my kids start school tomorrow too.
Mm-hmm.
Such a fun.
You got 2 hours on me.
Yeah, that's true. Although I'll probably be up anyways until I pass out. All right. Hit me with the plan, peeps.
I assume she didn't find anything then.
You know what? I've just been standing outside
Not
waiting for
specifically,
something to happen. I think I'm gonna bug T-Slew and get an update from him.
I'll update him on the situation. Because, our perfectly thought out plan was wing it.
So they found a tooth. Anything else? We should probably figure out what that 18 does first before I do this. I'm sorry.
No, it doesn't find anything.
Okay. And just a tooth?
Just the tooth.
I'm gonna start digging through my backpack. It takes me like 20 seconds, but I pull out the wand.
And now how do we get that back there?
Have you seen Misfit? But sorry, that's not who he is. Coda.
Who's the bitch?
I'm gonna call out for Coda.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought of it.
Coda.
Cody, you have pretty good hearing. Roll just a flat perception check. Let's see. See, it totally goes over the head anyways due to the age gap, but you do hear someone calling your name. It's Dusty. It's actually coming through the cloak, but you don't know any different. You just sense that he's trying to call you. Do you
I'm
submit or
gonna.
do you stay with the potato man? Life is good now with the potato man.
Life's so good with the potato boys. I'm gonna get up.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna start acting like I need to go outside.
Oh, okay. Like, oh, hold on, little buddy, and they kind of are gonna walk you down a hall near to where you are that leads out to a side door.
Do we see them leave through the side door?
You don't, but Serena could probably see them.
Serena immediately makes note of that. Ah, looks like I found a side door.
What side of the building?
I assume left side?
You're not 100% sure from where you are, but you would assume it's on the west side.
I think west. You'll see Misfit. He's on a walk.
Alright.
Misfit should be on the west side of the building, maybe?
Door opens up. What do you do, Misfit? Pacoda.
I'm taking off.
Sorry, Coda.
Potato boy.
I gotta find Dusty.
Hey, wait! Little buddy, come back! And you run back to the front, and you see Dustin you see Dustin off to the side. You see everyone else kind of eating their potatoes.
Oh, good. There you are. Here. Is there someone inside the building?
I nod.
I need you to give them this, and I'm gonna give them the wand.
That's
Stick for me?
Dustin.
Hmm?
Serena's gonna be very upset if she is noticed.
I take the stick.
Do you want to find him or not?
I've taken the stick from you. I ran off.
Lou will follow, not like jogging or just kind of like keeping an eye on Misfit.
I run
I
back
like
to the
it.
door.
All right, as you run back, like one of the guys is out there, like smoking a pipe, like taking a break. Little buddy's back.
I've got a stick that I'm kind of playing with.
What you got there, bud?
I like, if he goes to take it, I like get down to like act like I'm playing, and I don't want him to take it.
Hey, let me see that. Let me see. Oh, you want to play fetch? He's gonna try to grab the stick out of your mouth. Do you avoid?
I dodge him.
Acrobatics. Or athletics, up to you.
I'll do athletics. Keep a grip on it.
it.
That's almost a 1.
You rolled a 9. So he goes to reach for it, falls down into the dirt as you juke around him, and you go to zig and he zags. All right, you go for the door.
Mhm.
Okay. Right as the other guy kind of pops through the door, like he did, you like run in past him.
I sniffed on Serena.
All right. However, there's one extra challenge before you make it to Serena. Because as you walk down this hallway, the other 2 white dogs are there and see your stick. I need you to roll initiative for the stick.
No.
All right. Oh,
I've got the upper hand.
He rolled the same thing you did. So 20, another dog exactly the same as you, and then a 3. All right, so you see like this little chubby overweight dog that has like a breathing problem in the rear, and then the front one's the white one. The white one goes in. You're gonna have to roll it off. Roll another athletics. He grabs the stick
No.
He rolled a natural 2.
Oh.
Your saliva on the stick has made it too slippery. And while neither of you grab it greatly, it's already in your mouth, and he just kind of loses his grip off of it, and you continue past towards the little chubby dog. It doesn't, unfortunately for him, take much, and you just kind of hop over him. And you break clear of the dog pack. You beat this combat. So you go down the hall and you kind of slam on the brakes, and you're back in that room at the table. The table is currently empty. The door to where Serena is kind of closed after everyone had left, but there's
I
no one
scratch
in
on the
here right
door.
now.
Scratch on it.
Okay, so up to the pause.
She'll try and quietly open it a crack,
All right, you kind of
about
slide it
dog
open,
width.
and you see a little dog head poking in, holding a stick.
Did you send Misfit in with a stick?
Yes.
She'll attempt to collect the stick, grabbing it from whichever end is not covered in doggy drool.
I
have
did
to-
tell you to give it to her.
I have to roll one of these.
Roll
Okay.
an animal handling check. Ari or Serena.
I'm going to give you advantage because I remember that Serena is supposed to get the stick.
All right. So either a 13 or a 7.
Takes him a minute to let go, but he gives it to you.
Mhm.
She'll pat him on the head. Good boy.
I- Go run off to play with my new friends.
All right, now, what's this supposed to do? Or what's the one do?
So Wand of Sid helps find hidden things.
Oh, that's very convenient. She'll head over toward where the tooth was. What's the command word?
Command word?
It just turns on.
It just turns on.
All right. She'll hold the wand out and give it a wave.
Right. So. Do.
I'm picturing if it doesn't
It's
have a
the-
command word, while they were playing with the sticks, the dogs between them, they expended all the charges.
Oh,
No.
God. No, but you just gave me the best idea for a scene ever, because we're probably going to have a Sleeping Beauty magic fight with a dog with a stick someday. And to give this bit like a legendary wand to run down a hall with.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So it does have full charges because they recharge daily. And if a secret or trap
AFK.
door is in 30 feet of you, a poison pulse at the nearest one to you. All right. So as you go and you activate the wand, your arm immediately goes down and smacks into the drain in the center of the floor, kind of like where near the tooth was. It's a small drain, not very big though. It's almost like a shower drain.
Okay, there's definitely something here. Ow.
Ow.
Yeah, the damn thing just slammed my hand into the floor. There's some kind of drain here.
Alright. You know where a secret door is.
It's either right below me, or it's, she'll start investigating the drain.
Yeah, roll with advantage now, because it's a
I'm
small
back.
area to look at. Welcome back.
Oh, they're running around making me thirsty.
As you look at the drain, you do notice there's like some scrapes on the side of the drain, almost as if like the drain itself has been turned and like grinded against the outer part of what it's attached to on the floor, the stone.
Oh, yeah. The drain looks like it has been rotated. I'm pretty sure this is the secret entrance.
Alright, well, you're currently on your own.
Might be able to get the rest of you in here.
She's got a backup misfit. It's okay.
They seemed quite fond of Misfit. I bet he could pull attention away through the side door. And you guys might be able to sneak in.
Then you hear a quiet voice off the side. Oh, you're not quite alone.
It was so ominous.
Telepathic, man. But whatever.
Yeah, he's in there. He's been
No,
listening the whole
not
time.
telepathy.
He
That
can
was
hear
full.
it.
Oh, right, as Lou. Yeah, okay, I see how. What? Cool.
So, what's the color? I can try and go through myself, or we could try and sneak you in.
The call is this is very poorly thought out. But yes, sneaking myself in and Dustin if we can and everybody else.
It's
Wonderful.
a drain.
Simon finishes up his potato. Not to be the downer of the group, but there's a significant amount of people here. Are we going to be able to pull this off in broad daylight?
Nope. But unless Serena can get out and we can collect Misfit.
I live here now.
Do you send that telepathically to her while saying it to him?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sure, I could escape any time. That's not the hard part. Why?
So
Do you have an idea?
not doing this in broad daylight.
You want to wait till tonight?
Also no.
Well, those are your two choices. Either we do it now, in the day, or we wait till night.
Trains go to the sewer, don't they?
Not always. Especially if they're a hidden passage.
Oh.
I would have relayed that the drain was a secret passage. Or at least something like that. This was not well thought out.
It's the best we can do, and given the rush. The person we're looking for is missing and might be moved at any moment. Sometimes you just have to go with it, Lou. You can either keep complaining about it, or you can start trying to come up with solutions. How do you want to proceed?
In a very poor manner. God damn it, my sister's rubbing off on me.
Will it be friends?
Yep. Wait, Lou just wants to kick the door in. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, that would be a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've got. I could probably, at the very least, get the distraction you need to sneak in. All right.
Let's try that.
Okay. Get ready to go around the side. Make sure you know where that door is.
Lulu would head over that direction, or was already heading over that direction.
Let me know when you're in position.
Those two cooks or the two guys are still outside smoking though.
Yep, we got two guys outside right now.
All right. How far down the hallway is that door?
You're not sure because you only saw him lead out to the hallway. You didn't actually see him go down it.
Okay, so she didn't. Well, she saw him go through the side door, didn't she?
No, so you saw them take him, Mister, to a hallway, and then he went out of view. He was going outside because you could tell from what they were saying, and he came back in through that way. But you haven't seen how far it is because you were hiding in the fridge.
Peeking out, is she able to see the side door?
No, you would have to physically walk across this room to where that hall entrance is before you could see it.
Okay. Is there anyone else in the room, or
Currently, no. Just you and Misfit.
okay? In that case, she's gonna sneak over to the or sneak over to see if she can't get a visible, or if she can't see the side door.
All right, so you sneak your way over there and you look and you do see the door at the end of the hall. However, you now have a new problem.
Hmm.
About 27 pounds of a problem as you look down and a slow, overweight, hard breathing dog is kind of looking up at you.
All right. So here is what is going to happen. Going to create a major image behind the dog of Misfit with a very squeaky red ball. As he's staring up at Serena, Misfit is going to squeak the ball.
He's paying attention. I'm listening.
Misfit squeaks it twice more, then bolts out the door.
The dog looks at him as he bolts out. You watch as the other dog chases after him. The little dog just kind of looks that way, looks over you, and just rolls over on his back and exposes his belly.
Oh, aren't you just a cute little suck, aren't you? She'll rub his belly.
All right, roll an animal handling check as you pet the belly.
Joke's on you, he was part cat.
Okay. He's had better belly rubs, but he's also had worse. It's acceptable.
As Misfit also runs out the door, we'll stop, turn, face the two guards, squeak the ball a few more times, and try and get them to follow the opposite end.
They're
Or
outside.
follow.
So the best question, I just have to honestly ask it to get your honest opinion. So, Coda.
Before you ask, I know what the question is. Yes, I am chasing it too.
Yep.
Yep.
So you see Coda, an illusion of Codas with a squeaky ball running out with another white dog running behind it with actual Coda running after fake Coda. And the guys are running behind all of them. So you effectively do make a very good distraction. They don't really put two and two together because they're trying to figure out and they have a couple of white dogs.
I call up to Coda and say, "Do you want your other bone?"
Tempting.
As she sees them run by the door, she'll send a message to Lou. All right, they're moving away.
Are the two guys still outside?
Yeah, they're chasing the dogs right now.
All right.
Right now
Lou
is the side door is clear.
Lou will try and sneak in with as many people as want to sneak in with him.
All right,
I
everyone go ahead.
will. I am tempting Misfit with a bone that still has barbecue sauce on it.
I am being tempted.
And as they're sneaking in, with each kind of sound of metal that she hears, she's also going to try and make the illusion make an extra loud squeak with the ball. Try and at the very least give Dustin the best chance he can of sneaking by.
Is there
Yeah,
any
no,
kind
they're
of store or shop nearby that I can just go sit at?
You could actually
keep
just
it.
sit at their bar inside because they
Okay.
don't know what you look like. You could just sit at the bar. You could sit outside, read a book.
Yeah, I'll.
Yeah, the only people they know are Coda and Dustin.
I'll just find a quiet, out of the way place that provides the best access of visual and audio surveillance.
Perfect. So you got your own view on the outside, and you got your man on the inside with them.
Is there clothes in this back room?
Actually, no. Not in this part of the kitchen.
Good, thank you too.
Do we actually make it all the way there?
Yeah, it's not hard to go around the side. It's like a less exposed side. So they're running around some trees. You guys can kind of make your way over. So it's
Coda, did you
everybody.
follow me?
Yes.
Simon goes as well, unless you tell him not to.
I'm also going to pull out the second bone, which you have licked clean, and I'm going to give it to the fat dog so he stays quiet.
Yeah, bribery.
As you start walking away after giving the fat dog the bone, you do hear whining.
I'm going to have to insight that.
You look back and he's currently laying on his back with his belly exposed and he's kind of twitching.
Oh,
belly
you know,
rub.
you belly
Naturally
rub.
belly rub.
Let's go.
He walks back over like, oh, and you give him a belly rub, and he just kind of like goes into a belly rub induced coma and grabs onto the bone and falls asleep.
Well
Yeah.
done.
I've always had a weird way with animals.
Our own Dr. Doolittle.
All right, this way.
And
All right,
we'll
so the 5
slip
of you
in.
head in.
Yep.
All right, so 5 and a spider head into the room with the cold storage. You walk in. There's a lot of meat in here too, by the way, Coda.
I have eaten so much already,
But you
You're a
just
bear?
see
but I could eat more.
a dog.
He has the mindset of a bear.
Well,
Coda,
or-
that's more than you can. We'll come back for some later, maybe.
All right, this drain right here.
Alright.
Can I twist it open?
twist the drain.
Yeah.
Sure. So you go ahead. Kind of hard to get your fingers in. Do you have any way to like turn the drain or to
Trying
get a
to do
grip
it.
on it? Maybe like daggers or anything like that. Tools.
Here, I can. I'll take care of that.
So you kind of put 2 tools in and use them to maneuver. It doesn't take much, and you watch as it begins to rotate. As it goes about a quarter of the way around, you hear a click, and you hear the loud sound of stone starting to shift, and steps begin to go down from this room into another room below it, apparently. But the sounds of those shifting stones are very noticeable.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
All right, everyone down the hall.
Did anyone
I-
shut the door behind us?
I did.
Okay.
And Lou's gonna. I still have this. Put like a bandana around his face and pull his hood up.
all right, so you run back out towards the outside, or do you go down inside?
Go down inside.
Down
Hmm.
inside.
So as it does, did you guys do anything to secure that door behind you or attempt to?
There's a lot of meat racks, right?
It's mostly hanging meat,
Do
but there's
we
like
go-
some chains and
Okay.
hooks.
Question: do we need to be able to open the door all
Oh,
the way
can I
up?
hook the door handle with a meat chain?
You could rig something if you would like to try. This is the only door that goes in and out, so you're gonna have to
Yeah.
go through it at some
So
point unless you
is
find
there a
another
is
egress
there's
point.
an inside handle, right?
It does. It's like a sliding handle, but yeah, you could probably like arrange around some hooks and racks and get a couple of chains and at least rig something up.
Sure, yeah, I'll try to rig up a delay.
Sure. As you go, roll a d100 just as you try to lock it all up.
25.
That was almost a 5. That hit 00 and then rolled back. So as you kind of sit there, you don't really have anything to like hook it. Like you could get to the door, but like there needs to be something next to it. And as you're kind of looking for like what the hell you're gonna attach it on, you just watch as like this little stone looking piece grows out of the wall and turns into a metal hook. And then just sits there.
I say thank you in my mind very politely, and I start hooking things up.
And you begin wrapping chains around it. Roll a dexterity check to see how well you kind of secure everything and get it.
10.
Okay. Put a lot of chain on there, so it's
Yeah.
gonna have an effect regardless.
Do we need to be able to open this door?
Does anybody want to give me guild advantage on that? Is anybody worried about this?
I would be, because I'd be over there as well.
Go ahead, roll
Wait,
another.
could you get away with doing help? Or just
Yeah.
aid?
Yeah, and you can do just the 8 action. So if someone wants to help you, you can re-roll.
Yeah,
it
I
with
can help
advantage.
you.
Okay,
14.
that's better. Yeah, so you get it locked on from the inside. You will have to undo everything if this is the way you come out, though.
Yep.
This might be the only way out, so yes, ideally we'd like to be able to.
Alright,
I'd rather not
then-
have to worry about the front and the back.
Then my idea is a no-go.
Can't you
Alright,
just like blow a hole in the side of the wall?
I could, depending on how thick the wall is.
Alright, everyone down the hall.
down the hole.
All right.
Geronimo.
So you guys start walking down the circular staircase to the layer below this, and that is where we'll pick up next week.
All right.
Yay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for anyone that hung out. Didn't look like we had very many people tonight. We'll be back Friday for Kalsto's game, and then Saturday for some Grimdark action. So take it easy, everybody. Have a good night.
Yeah,
Hi,
have a good
everyone.
night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.